Hello, class. It's Miss Roberts here, and tonight I'm going to show you or talk about decision making in groups. Let's begin. All right, so as always, I'm going to be moving around based on what kind of white space I have on the slides. But in our final module, we're going to talk about how do groups make decisions. You've made many decisions already, so let's think about how you can make more effective decisions as we wrap up our final projects. All right. So, group decision making, choosing among alternatives. So, unlike doing the project by yourself where you make the decisions based on the parameters given to you have other people to think about, and other people have to think about you. So, the ways you do this are analyzing the decisions that need to be made, involving all members in seeking information, identifying and clarifying the goals of that set decision, and group members identify multiple options. So, this is where the strength in small group communication definitely shows. There is strength in numbers, more brains, and more experiences in the decision making process can help make for better decisions. And then the groups will rationally evaluate the positive and negative consequences of the alternatives. So here are a couple of methods of decision making. Group by expert. So the group defers to a member with the most expertise or experience in the skill set or the task, or someone outside who has the authority to make decisions. So that could be me. So if you have any questions or need me to help out with decision making, let me know, or I can provide support for you. But the advantages are the decisions can be made quickly and it uses the expertise of a knowledgeable person with experiences. But the group might not be happy with the decision, and the expert can be wrong. Then we have averaging individuals or ratings. Group members can rank possible outcomes from the highest ranking option that is selected. So you have a list of options on the board and you rank it from number one being the top option to number five being the least desirable option, or vice versa. The advantage is it's a democratic method and is useful to measure where the group stands on the issue, especially like in a Likert scale type situation. You can use this to poll where they are in the decision making process. Or the disadvantages can be average ranking can be an alternative that no group supports, and group loses opportunity for discussion. So it might be a great like a springboard to decision making, but it doesn't have to. The decision making doesn't have to stop here. You can use the averaging rankings to test the climate and then have further discussion from there. Then we have random choice. Flip a coin. And then we make our decision. I make a lot of decisions that way, flipping a coin or any mini mighty mo. It's easy and fast, but it's not as effective. Leaving it up to chance. The whole reason why we're in the team or in the group, so we can use our brain power and our critical thinking skills to make decisions. Flipping a coin does not allow us to do that. For like really silly dumb decisions like, oh, pizza or hot wings. Flip a coin. Then that's fine. That shouldn't be super consequential to the trajectory of your group. But excuse me. But flipping a coin with everything would not be effective decision making because the coin made the decision for you. Then we have majority rule by voting. So the decision is made by the majority of members via a vote. It is perceived as fair and efficient, and we're a democratic nation. So our leaders are elected based on this type of decision making. But the disadvantages in the group communication sense, those who not support the decision may feel left out and it may lose cohesiveness. So if you make a decision by vote and then there's people on the opposing side, bring them in and convince them and show them that this decision is the right one, is the best course of action, or open it up to be like, okay, well, if this doesn't work, we'll try your way, but we'll try this way first. So it gives them the opportunity, if an opportunity to be like, okay, well, this decision didn't work out, so we can try it our way now. So at least there's an opportunity and that door for dialogue isn't closed. Decision by minority. So the group just supports a decision by a vocal minority. We talk about more dominant personalities or maybe a group of leaders making decisions. There are advantages. The decision is made by those who are passionate about the outcomes. They really have a stake in what's going on with the group. And it avoids groupthink. Talked about that in earlier lectures by acknowledging the other point of view. But the majority might feel disenfranchised and it might be difficult to implement, especially if more people don't want to do it than with the power of numbers and they don't implement the solution, then it might not work anyway. So it's again, just like with decision by a majority, you want to provide buy-in with the option of trying the other way later on. Excuse me. Then we have decision by consensus. Through discussion, group members reach a decision that all group members can support. And that sounds really awesome. Group members are more satisfied with the outcome and they're more likely to implement a solution they agree with. But it takes time and skill, which the group might not have at the time. Okay, so let me move it down. So let's evaluate options and select the best solution, the combination of solutions. So let's talk about some considerations. What are the advantages and disadvantages of the solution? What would be the long-term and short-term effects of the solution? Would the solution really solve the problem? So that's why we talked about earlier, evaluating and being able to change course. Does the solution conform to the criteria formulated by the group or by me? So, for example, we want to make sure that the decisions you make align with what the project calls for. So, just a little bit of a side note. And should the group modify the criteria and definitely have open dialogue to do so? Components of solutions. We be ready to evaluate possible solutions and elect the best one. Refer to the criteria proposed during the analysis stage of the discussion and consider each tentative solution in light of the criteria. So consider them a tentative solution, meaning we might use it, we might not use it. It's temporary, but we can change and switch course whenever we need to. All right. All right. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, or if it's daylight where you are, have an awesome day. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.